up, YouTubers? It is time for another episode of FPV on the cheap. And this week we have a VTX antenna, specifically the Realacc or Realacc. I never know how to actually. It's from this company, that one, Realacc. I believe that's what they want it to be called. I don't know. Anyway, it's this little antenna right here. As you can see, it's got a plastic tip at about probably more than 90 degrees, and it's got a what is this? An IPEX, IPL. I don't know what the connector type is called. It's a really tiny one that I tend to like. Some people say they can cause lifting, and they're not as good as a connection, but it's always worked for me. I've never had a problem with it. So we're gonna test this bad boy out. What I would like to do is take my normal like SpiroNet style antenna and not necessarily do a range test, but that's what I fly with 90% of the time, or like 99% of the time. And then I would like to go to, out to the field, fly around, do a predetermined course, and then switch it to this guy, and then see if there's any difference. Now, in my head, I already have some conclusions of what I think will happen, but you never know. So that's why we test these things out. Anyway, the link will be down below for it, and I don't know if we're going to get any flying done in time for this video to come out on Friday. So right now it's Thursday afternoon, and it is windy, like blowing trees over where I live. Here, let me point this camera out the window. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but if you look out the window right there, there's the trees. Look how windy that is. I'm guessing probably 30 miles plus. 30 mile per hour plus. It's ridiculous out there. I'm actually afraid one of these is going to fall on my house. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't think we'll get any flying. If we do, it'll be, this video might be delayed by a day or two. Hopefully tomorrow, Friday, after work, I'll be able to get some flying done. But anyway, for now, that's all we have. And hopefully there'll be a cut right after this to some flying. And YouTubers, we're out here at the field. I'm going to do some field testing with the new Realacc. I don't even know what to call this antenna. I should probably look that up later. But this is going to be a blind test. I'm going to show you some DVR footage so you're seeing what I'm seeing while I'm flying. And first I'm going to do one antenna, and then I'm going to do the Realacc one. I don't know which order I'm going to go in. I'm going to let you guys kind of look at it and think about it, and then at the end of the video I'll tell you which is which. But anyway, let's get these quads up in the air and see how it's going. 4-leaf clover antenna that I always use, and I also use the new Realacc antenna. Now I have a feeling I know which one I feel like performed better, and as you saw in the DVR, it's really hard to tell the difference. There wasn't much breakup, but in my opinion, you're gonna have to wait until I get back home to edit this all together. Oh, I'm so mean, I'm rude, I know, I'm sorry, but we'll be back in the studio, as some people will call it, back in my man cave in about 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we're back here in the man cave, and now it is time for the reveal. The very first video that you watched of my flight around the empty, ugly field was with the Realacc antenna here. Now, the second flight was with a normal 4-leaf clover style. This is actually a 6-leaf clover, and that's what I fly 99% of the time. I find it gives me the best results, and in my opinion, when comparing the two videos, you get just a little bit more breakup with this guy. But that being said, that was quite a lot of range on a little tiny guy like this versus something like this. I think that, if you're being super subjective, yeah, you can tell the difference. But would it have made a difference in my flying style? No. So if you're looking for a cheap antenna, this thing is probably pretty durable. It's kind of on the same lines as one of those whip antennas. So for under $5, that's not bad at all. Easily replaceable. And these aren't expensive either. But if you're trying to just absolutely maximize what you can get for your money, these aren't too bad. And that's going to do it for this week's FPV on the Cheap episode 5. If you guys have suggestions on what you want to see on this channel, or for FPV on the Cheap, drop it in the comments below. Then I can take a look at it, and if it meets the criteria, then we'll I'll get it purchased up and I'll test it out. Look for next week's episode, and I got things coming in the mail and ready to go. I'm excited, and that's it for this week. Take it easy. Happy flying. Peace out.